Sorry about that. I got a four-legged alarm system over here going off. Syringe is just a little too heavy to carry on a regular basis, but it has a saw, it has everything great. I don't use the blades on it, so they're always going to be sharp when I actually need it. I got other tools I use on a daily basis. That will be in that pack. Spare AA batteries will be in that pack, not only for charging miscellaneous whatnots like my cell phone. This is a Mammoth, and this is one of the neatest headlamps I've run into. Now I still carry the other one with my regular pack because of all the 1, 2, 3 batteries, the lithiums I carry, but I've always been disappointed about the battery life that it has, so I was looking for better battery life. Well, the like the Tika Plus and all of those Petzls are wonderful for battery, but not all of them have the greatest light output, and I'm kind of a lighting freak, and so I don't know, even in this, it focuses into a square beam. This thing kicks out to like 180 meters, and it's a fairly narrow beam, but part of that is it goes so far. The battery life here is as best or better than any of the Tikas you'll find out there, or the Petzls. It rivals all of them for light output and for battery life. If you look into the whole, it's just a weird little square beam that it puts out. Now it does have the two little side ones, and this puts out the very, well, you won't be able to see it in here, puts out a very round one, so you can put both of them on at the same time. The other neat thing that'll take two hands to do, if you hold both buttons down, if you're a bike messenger, anybody that works at night, these back ones flash red. And let me see if I can do it with one hand here. There you go. So the lights will come on, both of them will come on, and this thing will flash. The only downside that I noticed, I don't know if you can pick up in here, is you'll actually be able to see the light flicker when the LEDs do, and it's kind of a drawback. But as far as like if you're a biker commuting at night, anything like that, this guy is terrific. It's meant for outdoor use. This whole front actually flips around, so if you have this on your rock helmet, whatnot, I do go caving quite a bit, spelunking. This is the one I'll be carrying in there. So you can have it locked down to protect the lens when you don't need it, which is just a great idea. So look into this. This is the Mammoth, and you can see some of the crazy reflectors they put in there. But for light output and the battery usage, it's just key. You can't go wrong. Let's see here. This is the Gerber LMF2. Just a good all-around knife. It's not the biggest, but it chops pretty well. Obviously, I've got a little knife for camping, so this will be my my other knife, the bigger knife, for doing everything you need to. I did put the stereo pin in this one. One of the reasons I don't want to have to use my fuel in my stove to boil the water necessarily, so if I can just melt the snow or melt the ice and bring it to a pretty warm temperature, then I'll just sterilize it. And I'm hoping that'll save a lot of fuel wasted on trying to bring water to a boil instead of just melting snow. And I've got another video on that. This is the Merkin Red Cross. I brought this up on a previous video. It was something that was like $9 at Target. Well, I've filled it with as much crap as it can possibly fit, and I might have to do a separate video on this or not, but kind of a quick overview is you'll see filling up that whole back space there is that 18-hour body heat, just like the little hotties, but it's the size of this pouch, and it is 18 hours. So that's pretty good. That's good enough to put on your armpits and help heat the blood and go into your core. There's some purifying tablets, emergency blanket. I have a small splint, finger splint in here, emergency poncho, Sharpie, the tube for the little baby Frontier water purification. There's examination gloves. There's also finger cots. If you don't know what finger cots are, they're kind of just like the tips of a glove that fit over your finger. They're great for small cuts or anything you don't want to constantly get dirty. Work in a restaurant, so it's nice to have those. There's a small syringe here. The little green tip here I've shown, I believe, in other videos, maybe not. It goes into a iodine little pouch that you can draw out and use to flush wounds. It's very excellent. These little guys are really cool little finds. They're starting to do stuff in a small pen form. So here's a poison ivy relief, obviously works for bug bites, etc., etc. Insect repellent has what, like 180 pumps out of this little pen-like area. The Maglite LED version, it has duct tape all over it. So I'm going kind of fast. I'm not sure how long this video is going to last. I have a little fire kit in here, not necessarily waterproof, but there's cotton balls, some wet fire, etc., etc. Storm matches, and then just ungodly amounts of bandages and first aid things. I'm sure excuse me, you guys are totally aware of all that. Another whistle, temperature gauge, compass, fire striker, a little hacksaw. There is a little glow stick back there. Basically it's an all-in-one kit. There isn't anything you'd really need outside of that but a knife.